It's Monday, August the 28th, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, the powerful Barbados Workers Union has told its members to boycott the American Warehouse Club-style store Cost You Less. Addressing the union's 76th annual delegates conference at the weekend, General Secretary Tony Moore accused the company of trying to trap its employees in a form of modern-day slavery.
Cost you less. That government has given every concession under the sun to allow them a platform to do business in Barbados. What do they do in return? They undermine our commitment to provide decent work through union busting tactics that see people losing jobs because they've committed the cardinal sin of becoming a union member. They call the police on officers who go to represent workers who have been unfair.
What a shame. Shame.
Moore said the Ministry of Labour is aware of the company's refusal to meet to discuss the cases brought by the union, and to date nothing has been done to rein them in. She warned that the union would also be asking its members to boycott any other business where there is what she called blatant disregard for the system of industrial relations in Barbados. Opposition Barbados Labour Party candidate for St. Michael South Central, Marcia Cadell, has slammed government for its plan to convert the Blue Horizon Hotel and place it on the American brand Hard Rock as a move that could see the island losing foreign exchange. Addressing the annual general meeting of her branch at the St. Michael School last evening, she suggested that the names of Barbados's cultural icons could have been used as a brand name for the hotel.
I find it unthinkable that we would have to take a state asset, a hotel, and turn it into what? A Hard Rock hotel that is meant to showcase the icons of somebody else's culture, that no matter what is the nature of the partnership, public-private, that runs the hotel, that will see the repatriation of earnings to wherever the ownership is. Now, we have a foreign exchange issue. We have a foreign reserves problem. There's no one in this space this evening who has not heard that and does not know that. And so what are we trying to do? Bring in foreign exchange. And our approach to that is to create a foreign brand, bring it here, and then possibly repatriate 100% or some percentage of the earnings. Now, if we were really doing away with that mediocrity and really holding ourselves to the Barbadian standard of excellence and creativity and imagination, what might we do? We might have a Cricket Legends of Barbados hotel. We have icons too.
10 days of regional cultural expression under the Carifesta banner came to a bittersweet ending at Kensington Oval last night. Against the backdrop of the passing of independent Guyanese exhibitor Petrol Frank last week, Carifesta 13 in Barbados was, however, declared as a resounding success by the various key speakers, including Minister of Culture Stephen Lashley, during the official closing ceremony. Lashley said that all the critical objectives of the festival were met, in addition to bringing tangible benefits to artists through connections with visiting international buyers.
We were able to attract 25 buyers who focus on all areas of the festival. However, special attention was paid by these international buyers to the area of gourmet. In the case of Barbados, there were factory visits and orders were placed. Fashion also received much attention, and Guyana was among the countries that stood out in that area. Let's hear it for Guyana. In Osmodo of Colombia was present at the Grand Market, and that company is willing to work on the development of a program in the fashion area with designers. Orders from buyers were placed for books and some of the region's musical artists, among them G Syndicate of Barbados got the nod from these buyers who were interested in musical talent. Visual arts stood big in the market, and discussions have commenced with individual artists already.
Minister Lashley also noted that Carifesta here left some lessons to be learnt for its future.
Carifesta 13 has also shown us that the cultural industries can play a significant role in national development. There is still some work to be done in various areas, which were points of discussion between buyers and exhibitors. The areas of weaknesses were highlighted, and recommendations as to how to deal with these challenges have been discussed.
And with the next Carifesta scheduled for Trinidad and Tobago in 2019, it's the Minister of Culture, Nyan Dolly, who took over the baton last night from her counterpart here, Stephen Lashley, promised to build on what Barbados and others before have done.
As Trinidad and Tobago continues our plan for 2019, centered around the development of the reach, sustainability, and impact of the festival, we walk in the footsteps of those before us and look to our region's corporate entities for their continued tangible and intangible investment in support of our people, our heritage, and our culture and us. Connect, share, invest. Thank you once again, Barbados, for hosting an enjoyable and successful Carifesta 13.
In sports now, after West Indies went on to post 427 runs in their first innings, England did well to wipe out the first innings deficit with 3 wickets down at stumps on day 3 of the second test at Headingley. West Indies resumed the day at 329 for 5, having a 71-run lead. And any chance of West Indies sealing the advantage was put off by an unbeaten 77-run stand between Joe Root, who made 45 not out, and David Malan, who made 21 not out, as England managed to take a slender 2-run lead at the stumps on day 3.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
We are the tridents, we run it down. Everybody know this the baddest around. Anything test, we will throw that down. Come in, Peter, and tell me how me sound. Yes, lyric, you're talking the truth. When we walk out there, they have to salute. Why when we put on the trident suit, we put everybody from you. Let's go, tridents. Barbados tridents. Let's go, tridents. Barbados tridents. Wash them all. Dust them all. Knock them all. Send them all. Run them all. Brush them all. Get them all. Dust them all. You know why? Barbados tridents is better than anything. Nothing can test with it.
We're back with news from the region now. Former Guyana Health Minister George Norton is suggesting his country follow Barbados in taxing sweet drinks. Norton, who is now Minister of Social Cohesion and a champion for a healthier lifestyle, made the comments as the country moves to launch a national commission to fight non-communicable diseases. Ayana George reports.
Minister Norton says he strongly advocates the practicing of healthy lifestyles and that several educational materials are available to help guide Guyanese to remain healthy.
Or eating habits. I was happy to hear Trinidad actually was banning sweetened drinks at the level of a school. We've got to start working in that direction. Or, you know, Barbados actually have a tax on sugar. We've got to start going in that direction. Those are things, while we shouldn't copy everything, those are things that we can do.
He went on to say that the Ministry of Public Health can do much for the population, but persons in return must surround themselves with healthy practices.
Efforts like controlling tobacco use and so on will not be enough. We've got to start looking at controlling the use of alcohol.
And on the international scene, some 450,000 people in Texas are likely to seek disaster aid in the wake of Tropical Storm Harvey. On the other hand, Houston is facing worsening historic flooding in the coming days as Harvey dumps more rain on the city. swelling rivers to record levels and forcing federal engineers today to release water from area reservoirs in hopes of controlling the rushing currents.
Catastrophic flooding leaving most of Houston underwater as the wrath of the most powerful hurricane to hit Texas in more than 50 years bears down on America's fourth largest city. Tropical storm Harvey has brought unprecedented flooding, and after more than 30 inches of rain in just 48 hours, a major rescue operation is underway. Dozens of boats have been deployed, plucking residents from chest-deep waters, while thousands of people remain stranded in their cars and homes. Reuters reporter Ruthie Manos is there.
This is what the medical center side of Houston looks like. That fence over there, on the other side, there's the road. This is what Braeswood Road would be, and it's normally a very, very, very busy road, taking people not only to the medical center, but to downtown and to the freeways, which are now closed. Every now and then you'll hear or you'll see a rescue helicopter from the Coast Guard or a military rescue helicopter.
2 shelters, including Houston Convention Center, have been open for people seeking refuge. But no official evacuation has been ordered because, in the words of Houston's mayor, the logistics would have been crazy.
Anticipated a lot of rain, but the best place is for people to be in their homes.
So far, at least 2 people have been killed, and the death toll is expected to rise as the storm triggers more flooding and even tornadoes. Some areas are expected to see a year's worth of rainfall in a single week.
And that's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper email updates and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.